Okay, 10Ks, half marathons, marathons. Basically anything short and fast is over and done with for 2025. Apart from parkrun, of course. Heading into the summer, it's time for the long stuff. Starting with the Ridgeway Challenge, a 140km race along the entire Ridgeway Trail from Ivinghoe Beacon in Buckinghamshire to Avebury Stone Circle in Wiltshire.
Runaway Racing have taken it over for this year, but there is this kind of long history of the race going back 20 years.
I've wanted to do the full Ridgeway for quite a long time, and I'm very excited to start at Ivinghoe Beacon. There were a various number of companies had run this event before. It's been run 20 times now, but Runaway Racing have taken it over this year. So let's get going. It's a little bit of a climb. We're all walking to the start, which is about 600-700 metres, and then up a hill up to the top of Ivinghoe Beacon, which is the start of the Ridgeway. What a start line. Look at this place. This year, the Ridgeway Challenge had been chosen as the ultra-distance race for the British Trail Running Championships. And one of my goals for the race was to try and challenge for an age group podium place. Beautiful start location. We set off from one of the most picturesque race start locations you're ever likely to encounter, to begin an adventure which would see us follow in the footsteps of herdsmen, traders, travellers and soldiers, from Neolithic and Celtic tribes right through the Roman and medieval periods to when it was established as a national trail in 1972. So what's the idea with both wearing matching shoes then?
I know.
Joe, it was an accidental faux pas, that was.
Yeah.
We didn't go out with that plan.
You almost end up with the same t-shirt as well.
Oh, it's lovely along here, isn't it? We climbed Pitstone Hill and passed Pitstone Quarry, leaving Buckinghamshire briefly behind to pass by Tring railway station before heading back into Buckinghamshire along the Chiltern Escarpment. Andrew, why did you choose this one then as your furthest run ever?
So a friend of mine's doing it, he's way up ahead, and he picks the ultras, and I kind of go, yeah, okay, I'll do that one as well. 1 hour 59 minutes into the Ridgeway Challenge and 10 miles done. So it's about right, 5 miles an hour or so. It's been a mixture of shaded woodland like we're in now and open countryside where we're exposed to the heat of the sun. It is warm today.
Welcome to a 4-year-old's birthday party.
That is exactly right, actually. A 4-year-old's birthday party is what we have. My favourite biscuit, party rings. Food of the gods on an ultra is a Jaffa cake. And, I mean, some people like these, but what the heck. Thank you, guys.
Have fun. Enjoy.
On we go. St Mary's Church here at 18 kilometres has a 15th century tower and roots dating back to the 12th century. It signified our approach to the town of Wendover on the Heron Path.
So crewing is more than just crewing. We've had to buy socks. Now to go and buy ice and milk.
Two hours 16 in and we're in Wendover. 18.5 kilometres. Gail behind me and me have agreed that we don't think the ancient Britons walked this way.
They're building the HS2 just down there. This bridge is brand new and a bit of a diversion off the Ridgeway. 19k in.
And so began the long climb up to the top of Coombe Hill and the Coombe Hill Monument, erected in 1904 to commemorate those who died during the Second Boer War, 1899 to 1902.
That's cruel, that is. Steepest hill of the race so far. Let's hope there's not too many of these. Gorgeous up here. Don't know how long we can cope in this heat though. It might not be that warm if you're just sitting on the top of the ridge there and looking out, but when you're trying to run or climb uphill, it's pretty warm. Hello, Paul. You go away with your bus.
I told you.
Right.
Not about this.
2 hours 35 minutes, 27 and a bit K. Checkpoint 2.
Rather selected shirt.
Thank you very much indeed. Coca-Cola is what I'd like in there, please.
Nectar of the gods.
Indeed, indeed. Thank you.
So we're waiting here in a lay-by at approximately 34 kilometres. I believe this is between checkpoints 2 and 3. It's quite hot. We've been off and purchased ice and freeze pops. Hopefully that will help cool Stephen down. Runners are saying it really is hot out on course, but it's a beautiful day for crewing.
4 hours 38 minutes and approaching the meeting point with my wife at 34 kilometres. Suffering in the heat, of course. It's hot. I'm trying to just conserve energy and run where I can. In fact, I can see my wife. Right, I've got ice in my backpack and I've got a fruit pop thing. See you later. Where am I going? Oh yeah, there. All right, see you later.
It was warm and humid by now, and the ice bandana definitely helped, but I can't say it was sweltering.
So we're at 47 kilometres in. That's between checkpoints 3 and 4. Stephen is struggling in this heat. It's expected with him. It's my job to keep his head in the game. He had tea, a milky Huel. What else did he have? He had a Mission hydration sachet and an ice pop when we saw him last, and we're just patiently waiting. So the thing about crewing is it's quite intense in the fact that you have to get to the point where you've agreed to meet your runner. You need to have everything ready for when they arrive, and also a selection of things, because what they think they're going to want at the next checkpoint isn't necessarily what they actually want when they get to you. So lots of sitting around, chat to other people crewing, and generally try and stay relaxed and wait.
So I don't know if you can see that, but according to my watch, I have less than 100k to go. So 62 miles left. I think it's just cooling down a little bit. The ice in my bandana here is helping, but I am just managing expectations. It's so hot for me. For you, wherever you're watching, it's probably, 20 degrees, 22 degrees is nothing. But for me, it feels like I'm boiling in an oven. So forgive me, but I'm having to walk a load and just not worry about how fast I'm going. I know I'm way ahead of the cut-off, so that's nothing to worry about. Just need to put one foot in front of the other until it gets cold enough that I can run.
From here on, I would be in familiar territory, as I've run both the Centurion Autumn 100 and Race to the Stones, which cover the rest of the Ridgeway from this point on.
Oh, I'm feeling the heat, but
It's a warm one today, isn't it?
Get your drinks.
6 hours and 7 minutes it's taken me to do a marathon, 42.2 kilometres on the watch. Just been to checkpoint 3, and now in about 5k I will meet Victoria. If it cools down, I feel like if it cools down, I'll be able to get some running in. At the moment it's like 100 metres running, 200 metres walk, that kind of thing. But we're all right, we'll get this done.
So I've got a small selection of snacks here. I have made a delicious cream cheese Marmite and cucumber bagel, Marmite crisps, cup of Earl Grey tea, banana, grapes, Brazil nuts, and a little can of tonic water. Probably don't want that. And if he wants, he can wash his hands.
Okay, time to meet the wife again. Just under 92 kilometres left to go. Here's the Film My Run van.
Hello.
Every time I've seen dogs, last time I was in 92.
That's better.
Good. That's what other runners are saying. It's starting to cool down.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I think I might.
Bagel, crisps.
I think I might take another ice bandana though.
Yeah, got one already.
Just for this section, and then maybe we'll be all right.
How's it going? Do you want to put that in a mug? Is that better?
Don't mind. Okay, on our way again with a packet of Marmite crisps. Had milk, had a cup of tea, and I've had a few red grapes. Can't really stomach much more in this weather. Got another ice bandana on, and away we go. See you later. 47.5k, so I'll see Victoria again at 60k. We've got another aid station in between. So that is Swinkham Church. So that means we have 12 miles to go to get to Goring and Streatley. And it's about 3k to the next checkpoint. Checkpoint 4 on the Ridgeway Challenge. It's about 5:45 in the evening. I've still got an ice pack on, it's still pretty warm here. But I think next time I see Victoria, I won't get another ice pack. Hopefully it'll have cooled down enough by then to not need one.
Film like that.
Hello there, how are you?
How are you doing?
Yeah, it's tough.
And you've got your burrito shirt on.
This section of the Ridgeway Trail is some of the most peaceful, almost enchanting as it winds along Grimm's Ditch, a linear prehistoric earthwork dating back to the Bronze Age. Just like running on the South Downs Way, you can feel the history under your feet and the weight of time on your shoulders as you run these amazing trails.
So whilst crewing, it's really important to look after yourself. Easier said than done. You're so focused on looking after your runner that you can easily neglect yourself. I'm currently having a cup of tea and some fruit platter. And here he is! You having fun?
Well done, very well done.
All right.
Yeah, you? Van's on the left.
Oh yeah. It's a beautiful evening now and it's much cooler, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you need to see me do the other half, and I'm not going to do the other half unless you subscribe. So I am gonna do it, all right, but please do still subscribe to the channel. I want to say a massive thank you to the two sponsors of the video today. First, Enator insoles, who have supplied me with just the most comfortable insoles to put in my shoes for the last 6 years. Absolutely love them, use them in all my shoes. Do go and check out the link in the description to get some money off some of your own. So thank you very much to Enator. And is it weird that I'm going to plug my shirt sponsor, Flying Burrito, without actually wearing the Flying Burrito shirt? It's got so wet with all the ice and the sweat. I changed it at the last crew stop. So it's drying out in the van. I'm going to be putting it on again later when it's dry. Thank you so much to Flying Burrito for the awesome looking shirt. Love that shirt. I don't know why I didn't bring two with me, like an idiot, but anyway, there we are. Again, link in the description below if you want to get yourself a Flying Burrito shirt with some money off. This is very pretty, look at this. Little cabin there, right by the water's edge here, look. That's gorgeous, isn't it? 65.38 kilometres done in 10 hours and 11 minutes. How far is it to Goring now?
To Goring?
Yeah.
Goring's probably only about 3k away from here.
Right, I'm not going to come in, I'm just going to go to Goring.
Oh, no, but you're not going to the checker. What, are you pulling out?
No, I'm going to meet my wife in Goring. She's crewing me.
Okay. Carry on, but you're not stopping here.
I'm not. Right, get you.
Sorry. Off you go. Good luck.
So it's 9 p.m. We are at Goring Village Hall. Stephen's about a kilometre away. He wants soup, cold latte and 2 paracetamol. He did look a bit brighter though the last time we saw him. He said that the weather was starting to cool down, starting to feel a bit brighter, and hopefully we can get him through the night. Do you need me to dry your cap?
No, it's dry.
Okay.
It's fine.
You've got a dry shirt.
Oh, that's nice. I really need paracetamol.
Okay.
My back is aching, my legs are killing me.
Yeah.
Cheers, buddy.
Oh well, mate.
Yeah, no, I'm struggling now. And it's like a bit mental because it's like, oh, I'm only halfway through. Do you know what I mean? But
you know the score.
I know the score. Yeah. Okay. Right, 71 kilometres in. This is Goring over there. We're just crossing the River Thames, and Streatley is just ahead of us there. So we're now going to head up. There's a bit of a climb, so I've put my poles in my quiver, and we're going to climb up back on the. Well, we're on the Ridgeway, but yeah, there's a bit of a climb up to the ridge again now. Feeling better for stopping and seeing Victoria, definitely. $11 hours 23 minutes. 71k. So we're over halfway. Going nice and slow. I'm stiff. I'm aching, but I've just had paracetamol, so that should help. Head torch will go on in a minute. I've had a bit of chicken soup. I've had a cold latte and paracetamol.
It's 11:37 p.m. We are 83 kilometres in, and Stephen is approaching. And here he is.
Oh, that's you. You've got a different jacket on.
For me, it's getting really cold, but I'm guessing it's perfect temperature for you.
Just about, yeah. I am a little nippy, but
did the pulse help for that section?
Yeah, definitely. Right. Do you know what? I've done that. I mean, this lady's been behind me, but I've done that all on my own. There's nobody around. She marches so quick.
Right, have a relax. Can't even talk. Have a relax, a rest, something.
By now, any hopes I had of getting that podium position in my age group were fading fast.
5-minute power nap.
14 hours and 5 minutes, and we've got 54 kilometres left to go. According to my watch, I've done 86k, but I've just been to a checkpoint back there, and that was supposed to be at 83k. So I've got 2 kilometres extra on my watch. It's a bit cold up here now, so I've got my fleece on. Well, it's not my fleece, it's Victoria's fleece actually, because mine was soaking wet. So I've got a fleece on, and again I'm just marching it out. But do you know what? 54k to go. I know it sounds a lot, but actually we are getting there. We are definitely getting there. Don't feel good, wish it was over, but you know, we've done this before, we've been here before, we've had this pain before, we've had these mental challenges before, and we will get it done. I feel like I'm in an episode of American Werewolf in London, because over in the forest there is the most horrendously frightening noise. I'm just going to be quiet and see if it does it, and you can hear. I'll try and make it louder on the video. It's a scary noise. He's been constantly at it for the last 10 minutes as I'd approached. We are just at Chain Hill.
How are you feeling, mister?
Tired.
Well, it's to be expected.
Yeah, I'm enjoying my little naps in the van. And there are 45 kilometres left to go. So, we'll get there.
Yeah, you're doing great. You just got to get some more calories into you, and then you'll have some more energy.
So after 16 hours and 26 minutes, we've reached one of the main milestones of any ultra race, a marathon to go. 42k left. So just running where I can, marching it out mostly, but on the downhills I am able to run a little bit. It's not very fast, but I mean, I feel a whole heap better than I did when the sun was out, massively better, but I'm still not able to run very fast. Just can't get my legs moving, and I feel like I want to have a nap every time I see Victoria. Just get in the van and just rest for 5 minutes. Didn't have a very good night's sleep last night, to be fair, but yeah, just tired, really tired. I reached 100 kilometres in 16 hours 47 minutes. Given how much I moan about running in the heat, it actually got quite cold in the early part of the morning, with a biting wind on the ridge. I was very glad to see the sunrise, and it perked me up just enough to consider pushing that little bit harder for that podium position. 26k to go. 19 hours 35 minutes, and I'm just meeting Victoria in the van. Right, I've had a coffee, I've got a banana, that's it. Oh, I need my poles and then I'm off. Alright, see you later. Okay. Down the road. My feet are very, very sore, primarily because I forgot to bring my socks that always work for me, and we had to buy some socks which are not the greatest. It's around here that the Ridgeway runs parallel to and then joins another ancient Neolithic path, the Ivinghoe Way. Another of Britain's oldest roads, it's one of the 4 highways of medieval England, along with Ermine Street, the Fosse Way and Watling Street. And under the laws of Edward the Confessor, travellers on these roads were afforded royal protection. 19 kilometres to go. The final checkpoint is not far away, but I have started wandering all over the path and not being able to keep my eyes open. 21 hours and 2 minutes. So I don't think we're going to make it under 24 hours. We've got 3 hours to do 19k. Now on any normal day that's perfectly reasonable, you could do that, but it's not going to be done today. It has also been absolutely freezing cold this morning since the sun's come up. Just at this moment now it's starting to feel warm.
Great to see you. Remind me again the name of the company.
Film My Run.
That's right, Film My Run. Absolutely, that's brilliant.
According to my watch, we've got about 15 kilometres to go, I think. This is aid station checkpoint number 8. It's the final checkpoint on our way home. I'm going to walk out now with a piece of bread. And that is me done. Thank you guys, appreciate it. There we go, okay. That's the last aid station done. I'm just going to meet Victoria in, I think, about 6k. And then that'll leave us 9 kilometres left to do. So you know I said I was weaving all over the road a little while back, so tired. I decided to have a little lie down at the aid station there. And the thing that knocked me out of my slumbers was when one of the volunteers said, "Oh, there can't be that many left to come in now." That got me up. Yeah, I think there's only about 12 or 13 people behind me.
Right, what's your name?
Tom Collier.
So I'm running this way with about 12k to go. Tom's running this way, and Tom says, "Hang on a minute, you'll film my run, aren't you?" So what are you out doing today?
27k training run for Serpent Trail, 50k in July, so sort of ramping up over the next couple of weeks, doing long runs, build up to about 38k, and then and then taper back down, ready for the race. But yeah, first ultra, so excited.
Well, good luck.
Thank you very much, mate.
Cheers.
Good luck to you.
It's 5 to 9 on a Sunday morning. Hello, Mr. C. Come on.
10.5k to go.
Right, you got a nice coffee.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
My feet are in bits.
Okay.
Unfortunately, those socks were a good idea, but maybe only for like a marathon, or I think they're really hurting my feet. But other than that, I don't feel too bad.
From somewhere, I found my legs and managed to run relatively well over the final 10 kilometres. Victoria had told me there were quite a few runners up ahead of me that perhaps I could pass if I just put in a little more effort.
So less than 5k to go now. 23 hours, 46 minutes. So probably going to get in at around about 24 and a half hours. I've felt pretty good this last couple of hours. Managed to catch a few people. Sun's out, but there's a nice breeze now. It's not a cold breeze like it was earlier. less than a mile to go now, 1.3k. I'm just trying to catch as many people as I can in the last mile or so. There's Avebury Stone Circle, and we are just coming into the finish. 400 metres to go. That was a hard effort. Put in the work in the last 10k as well.
Well done, mate. The whole Ridgeway. Congrats.
I'm pleased with the whole Ridgeway, but that was hard work. That is a nice big medal.
It's a nice big medal for you. You've earned that. Well done.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
I didn't really think I had a chance, but that one last push in the final 10k took me past one more V55 runner, and I did it. I got third place in my age group for the Ridgeway Challenge in the British Trail Running Championships.
So I've spent the last 15 minutes just lying down beyond the finish line there, just trying to recover. That was really, really hard work. The Ridgeway is absolutely gorgeous, and beautiful sunshine yesterday and this morning. I just couldn't function. I didn't have any speed in my legs, and I felt tired all the time. And it's probably, I mean, I haven't done enough training for this run. I've kind of, today, or this run is the start of my training for the Swiss Alps 100. So I didn't really train for this, and it showed. I was really wrecked for the majority of that run. Can only blame the heat a little bit. It wasn't that hot really. I know I use that excuse all the time, don't I? But I'm so glad I did it. I've always wanted to do the whole of the Ridgeway, and it's now done. 139, 140k on my watch. Just really, really happy. Now I'm going to go get a coffee. Thank you so much for watching. Your support is always appreciated. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do that now. If you'd like to see my race to the Stones, which was also on the Ridgeway, click that link right there, and I'll see you guys on the start line next time. Bye bye.